Hello my friends, I am Jihondo and welcome once again to our Let's Play of OpenTTD. This is episode 4. In episode 3 we went ahead and got all the last few missions all set up. So we now have several vehicles running quite autonomously that will just go ahead and make us some money and complete the missions on their own. So this first part of this video anyway will be very basic because there's not much to do except to wait for these vehicles to go ahead and complete their missions. So we'll just go ahead and put the speed up here, and while we wait. Now what will happen when one of these is completed is it'll obviously drop off, and then after a minute or two for the GRF to notice, it'll give us a new one, and then we'll go ahead and get that set up. So I'm pretty sure that this one here, the steel mill one, will be the first to complete as it's miles ahead of the rest, but who knows. I'm assuming that's the one that'll finish, so that's the one I'm kind of watching. So, let that go. Fantastic. So yeah, not like I said, not a whole lot's going to be happening at the beginning here. So we'll just wait and see how we do. There's a train. Come here. All that glorious iron ore to drop off. Fantastic. Although this one's going to do pretty well too, simply because it wants a lot less than the other one. So there's a chance these two may finish, the second one here and the sixth one here, may finish at the same time, so we may end up with 2 new missions at a time. I'm quite sure the first, third, fourth, and fifth missions are going to take quite a while, so I'm not too worried about them. We'll just wait though for these to finish up, and as we're going, racking up glorious money. I theoretically could repay one of them. In fact, I think I should, just so we're not paying interest on it. Should go ahead and repay a portion of that. So we're paying less interest while we're waiting. We will obviously need money to build whatever the new mission is, so we don't want to completely pay it off. But there's no reason not to pay off at least a little bit of it and save ourselves some money that way. So, a little bit of a waiting game here, but that's okay. We can just admire the scenery, watch the trains, have a nice, calm, relaxing moment. Fantastic. Okay, so you can see the one has completed, and it was in fact the one that was there. Or excuse me, it was the one that was number 6 actually, because it wanted so much less. This one itself is almost done. So the Dunham has completed. And now we just have to give it a minute for the GRF to notice that we're short one mission, and there it is. So this one's a passenger one. Okay, so sort of like the mail one. So we're again going to be looking at nearby cities. Oh, well, isn't that very convenient? There's an enormous city literally right on the doorstep. So I'm thinking we're just going to build a very simple road right in between them, and that really should do it. There's no reason to make a train for a distance that short. So let's go ahead and try to find a nice spot to connect these cities. I guess this will do over here. Sure, that'll work. And then we just have to decide where to put our bus stations. And because this is passengers, we use the bus station, not the truck station. So we want buses here. We just need to find a nice spot that has a fair number of buildings all together. I'm thinking right about here's... Yeah, right about here's looking very good. Oh, it's not flat. Okay. Then I guess we'll do here. Should also be pretty good. And down here, city this size, we could actually even put 2 bus stations in, and we might just do that actually. Because that city continues over here. Yeah, I think I might just do that. Where though? Maybe here. And catch all those, but miss all these. Or maybe I'll just put it right in the center here. Maybe we'll just do one. It'll just be one very busy station. Which is totally fine too. Okay, we'll just plunk it right there. That'll do. And we need a depot that can be absolutely anywhere, so we'll just plunk that on this convenient little road jets here. That'll do. And we'll go ahead and, no, not coal, passengers. Bus. Fantastic. Okay, so this is the bus. Is going to be Glenboro, Framington, passengers, not passengers, PX. That'll have to do. Apparently these names are too long. That's fine. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and set the actual route. This might be a bit tricky because it's kind of inside the city, but we'll be okay. To there and to there. Maintenance is optional, don't worry about full loads, and you are green to go. I suspect that we're going to need multiple buses, but we'll have to wait and see. Because each of these buses can hold 31 people, which isn't bad, but I suspect once this route gets actually going at a decent clip, that's not going to be enough. But we shall see. Alright, so there's our bus pulling out. And zipping down here to activate this station. Okay, so it looks like it's going to come out here to turn around. That's alright. Okay, so there must be a road that goes all the way through there. I can't see it, but that's okay. Yep, that totally works. We'll zip down over here. That's really not optimal. I wonder if maybe I should build a road up here, maybe. Might be, excuse me, a little bit better. But we'll wait and see. Okay, so this gives us a pretty good idea of just how many buses we're going to need. The bus just got to here, and there's already 3.5 bus, actually 4 busfuls now, waiting to go. So we're going to just go ahead and clone this vehicle a couple of times right off the bat, because clearly we're going to need at least 4 buses. We're actually going to go up to 5. So we'll wait a little bit in between each one, so they're a little spaced out. So they're not going to interfere with each other quite as much. Although there will obviously still be overlap, but that should be okay. I mean, yeah, there's basically 6 buses worth there already. But let's see how we do. If nothing else, this should make us a fair bit of cash on the actual passenger drop-off. Because it seems there's definitely not going to be a shortage of people waiting to go. Let's get an idea of how much that's going to do. Get $600 per bus per trip. That's not bad at all. Basically, the bus will pay for itself in about 2 trips per year, and it's definitely able to make more than 2 trips per year for sure. Now, I really don't like this way of turning around, so that I think I want to fix before we move on to something else. Let's start by building a bit of road this way. Let's see if that is sufficient. Okay, they're at least now using this loop. But I wonder, would it be worthwhile? It doesn't cost much. It's certainly worth trying to see if this is more efficient. Because I think this is going to help. And if I'm right, these buses will start using this little sidling path I just made. And if I'm wrong, well, so be it. But if nothing else, this siding here should be far more efficient than this one. I don't like how bunched up they are, though. But with this many passengers there, it's really not going to matter. There's just so much traffic, like passenger traffic available. I could probably clone 4 or 5 more. And I'm going to do that just before I move on, because we're about to get a new mission, because that other iron mission is done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and clone 5 more of these buses. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we don't need to wait very long in between. There's so much available. Just a few seconds in between is plenty. So let all those go, and at this point it's not even really to accomplish the mission, because that mission will buzz through pretty quick. Well, we've actually completed 2 of them back to back now. The oil one's complete as well. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, no, that was the new, we got a new oil mission. Never, I'm sorry. I am mistaken. We gained a new oil mission. The other one is still going. Okay. So this oil refinery would like some oil. Let's see what we have in terms of oil nearby. One up here. That's definitely a long route. So that's definitely going to be a train. So that's a very long, not very good route in terms of hills. There seems to be a lot, although it is very straight, so that will help a bit. So let's go ahead and build us a train station here. I did catch that, right? No, I did not. Notice that it says that it supplies goods, but it accepts nothing. Whereas if I'm a few squares closer, it at least accepts oil. That means I screwed this one up and it was not close enough. I misread that screen. What that basically is saying is it's close enough that it can pick up any goods that are made at the refinery, but it's not close enough to drop any of the oil off, which makes that less than completely useless to us. So we're going to go, let's say, here. That's better. Okay, and then we're just going to go ahead and run long. Actually, before I do that, I just should go build the other one. What I'm going to try and do is get them to actually line up if I can. That would be ideal. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we're certainly going to try. Okay, definitely looks like it's not going to work. Never mind. So we'll just plunk that there. Supplies, oil. Good. Okay. Alright, now let's go ahead and start building track. Okay. Down that little hill. Oh, that's not ideal. We're bumping right into that building there, which cannot be removed. So we'll have to do a little jig around it. That's not ideal. Well, at least we missed that one, so that's okay. Oh, we're actually getting close to one of their airports. How convenient. Anyway, we're going to ignore that. I might at some point make one of these with a plane, but like I say, I generally prefer road vehicles, especially trains, so given the choice, I will almost always take a train route over a plane route. It's just the way I am. But anyway, go ahead and plunk a depot down here somewhere. Get us a new train. I cannot afford it, so we need to go ahead and re-borrow that money I paid back earlier, because apparently I wasn't done with it yet. No, so be it. And this is, oops, not iron, this is oil. So again, we'll do 4, that should be plenty. This is oil to Brondunse. Again, a fantastic name that the game has generated for us, but that's okay. Alright, so one here, here, and all the way here. This one I'd like, because it's so far, we'll do a full load. Maintenance is optional, and we are green to go. That, and let's watch this train go. There's few things in life more relaxing than just watching trains go. So you probably have already figured out that's exactly why I like games like this. We'll let this go. We'll come here up here, it will activate the oil wells. It'll load up, and then we'll wait for it to make the trip back to start the mission, and at that point we'll call this an episode. At this point I'm trying to do generally anywhere from 10 to 20, usually 15 to 20 minute episodes. I'm not sure if that's ideal or not, if people want longer or shorter or what have you. So for now I'm going to keep them in the 15-20 minute range as best I can. Feel free though in the comments to leave a note if you prefer longer or shorter for that matter, and I will try to, accommodate everyone as best I can. Obviously I record quite a few at a time, so I may not see your comment until much later on, but I definitely read comments and will, like you say, attempt to accommodate everyone as best I can. Can't please everyone all the time, of course, but you do what you can. So let's let this train come along in here. Around that corner, down that little hill, and into the refinery station. We'll drop off all that glorious oil. Make the train gloriously profitable. Fantastic. And with that, that mission is started. So at this point, I'm going to call that an episode, guys. Once again, thank you for joining me. I hope you've had a calm and relaxing time watching, and have a calm and relaxing rest of your day. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Have a good day, everyone. See you on the other side.